Hey, Miss 43, that's Elaina, and also to everybody else out here. Here's a one-on-one, as edited as little as possible, vlog from me to you through Elaina, because my first part of my vlog is a response to you. Stop watching when it's not about you, when you stop caring. But my book, in response to your question of what is literature more than literature, or when is it more than literature for you, I remember a book called Watership Down by Richard Adams. This book was about bunny rabbits. I'm sure some of you have read it. I think I was about 9 when I read it. I reread it at the age of 12 or 14. I feel like it's one of those books like when you watch The Simpsons and every couple years you see different layers of it. Like if you're 7, you watch it and it's animation and it's funny. And Bart's falling off of his skateboard, getting strangled by Dad, and it's funny. And when you're in high school, it's funny for a different reason, because Bart's a rebel and you're a rebel and Lisa's a weirdo and you're a weirdo. And then when you're 23, it's different again because it's political and it's like the Bible. Simpsons have 7 layers. Well, so does Watership Down. I'd like to reread it again actually, but sadly all of my books are put into storage right now. And I miss my books very much. I would have had it out to show it to you. It's a well-loved edition. Some of the pages are missing. Something about Watership Down is that, I remember Fiver was a character in it who could see the future in dreams, and they always disturbed him. And, you talk about sometimes free will and questions about what guides us, the causes that bring us here, and Fiver was in tune to the negativity and able to manifest it in a way that made other people understand it, or other rabbits in this case. And then there was a Frafra, which was this other bunny rabbit colony, which, was a lot like, it represented economics, like it was run like a Nazi fascist community, and the rabbits, they all brought up questions about communism and communalism and what are the differences, and then Nazism, and then where role does democracy play, because all the rabbits sort of talked a certain way. And there was this feminist masculinist balance, because it was the male bunnies and the female bunnies. And there was also an agricultural class level question in this book, because they had the bunnies raised in the wild and the bunnies that were raised by people, and how the bunny raised by people were different from the other bunnies. Okay, moving on. So I was going to take my camera today to do a response to you. So I took my camera out and was going to respond to you. And I went to this little $4 glass for wine place up the street from me. And I ran into this guy drinking water out of the spigot on the patio of this establishment. And he drank for 20 minutes, I kid you not, 20 minutes drinking from his hands out of the spigot. And like I saw in my earlier video, like I showed you, it was 105 degrees today. Pity the man. And I gave him half of my salad and half of my olives. I shared with him. He appreciated the share, and we began to speak together. I was quiet much of the time, and so was he. He spoke very little. His words were carefully chosen. A lot of F-bombs and sh-bombs. At any rate, I'm glad I spoke with him. It was hard speaking with him in some ways, because I wanted so much to just be by myself and do my little video and do what I normally do, which is read some poetry and hang out by myself. But talking to him was magical and good and productive, and I'm very glad that I did it. But my heart is sad for him. He spoke of the woman, the love of his life. She was, her name was Kathleen McDougan from County Cork. And I found out after a while that this woman was actually his mother-in-law. He said he was closer to her than to his mother, which should have been sad, and that's when he started to cry. And I cheered him up. We cheered each other up. Well, I cheered him up. Mostly, yeah. But then his friend Robert came along. Robert's a funny guy, much faster talking, and he's less, harmless because he's funny, but he's also more harmful because he's very quick-witted. So anyway, I hope I see the man again, at least to video blog him at some point. Both of them I wish I had the balls to video blog, but didn't. But it was an interesting night nonetheless, and I made it home safe. Oh, and I also want to take this time to say hello to somebody else. Hi, Zach George. Finally, in this very long and very personal little vlog, are you getting in? Are you guys enjoying this? Because I am. But anyways, yeah, let me know if you like this. By the way, that's my question of the vlog, if you like this little one-on-one time. But, South Tube's going on the 22nd and 23rd of September. Anybody who lives in the South, near the South, or can get to the South on the 22nd and 23rd of September should go to this. I've been very excited to go into 7707. I could not go. I'm very excited about this experience now. Okay. So, I could go to that, but I just found out about something. Georgia Burn. Georgia Burn. The Georgia Burn. You guys ever heard about Burning Man, where like 15,000, 25,000 people create a city in the desert for 10 days, and it's absolutely insane, and everybody is just in a free world of just mutual communalism? Yeah, I want to do that. But it's one in Georgia. It's a smaller one, and I can get there. It's not like going to the desert. I can do it. So, that's also dun 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 on the 22nd and 23rd of September. So, and 24th too. It's 3 days. So, I kind of think Burning Man would be more fun. I just don't really I haven't heard from anybody yet. Who's coming to South Tube? If it's worth it, I'll go. But if it's worth it, if you're cool people out there, then I'm asking you to come with me to Burning Man. I'm not trying to take anything away from South Tube, but you should do this. It would be freaking brilliant. So, Zach George and everybody else, listen up. Anybody who lives in the South, anybody who YouTubes with artistic talent, with love in their hearts for democracy and love in their hearts for expression of any form, whether you're a comedian trying to be goofy, whether you are a director just trying to spread parody and fun, Lisa Nova, I'm with you, Dax Flame, I'm with you, and serious people, I'm with you too. I hope y'all like this shit.